Alright fellas, we're back in our Pokemon Masters video where we're going to be going over the new Summer Cynthia in 2025 and Milotic. This is the kit reaction. I mean, whatever. I guess this is the first time. I'm the first time seeing this kit. I didn't even show support field. I can cook. That can cook. That can truly cook. Okay. Well, we're going to be going over just Cynthia. We're going to make 5 videos out of this just for fun. Why not, right? Anyway, so Summer Cynthia and Milotic. So supports field sync pair water type, weak to grass, level 150. Oh, those are. Yeah, they really are trying to. Okay. She better have some damn good gimmicks, man. She better have some damn good gimmicks. Water gun. Okay. Spammable, sure. Sinnoh Solidarity, the same as the defensive Sinnoh Circle. We know how that goes. That's okay. It's not bad. Peak Summer Muddy Water. 180 power, 2 gauge. Never misses, hits all enemies. When the user's affected by a stat. Oh, she's got. Is it compet? No, Marvel Scale. She's got Marvel Scale. Okay, I see what they're going to do with this. Never misses, lowers target accuracy by 1, raises one of the following stats of all allies by 1 rank at random, and it's all stats besides crit. Okay, I can take a random buffer. I like random buffers, all right. Raises defense of all allies by 4, applies gradual healing to all allies, leaves the user burned. That's, I mean, I don't like this where you can't like really select where you want to apply the gradual healing, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't, but okay, I like it. So far so good, but it's going to really depend how big of a buff whatever they do here is. 50%. What's the 50% buff? Yeah, okay, I think she's cooking. Makes sense. Okay, that's really good. Yeah, those are really solid defenses. Okay. Protects the user from damage due to being burned. Except in certain circumstances, removes all stats conditions from the user and fully restores his HP just before it faints. The first time it each. Wait, what? Wait. Remove stats conditions from the user and fully restores just before it. She's got to revive. She's just got to revive. Okay, great. She doesn't have like immediate on-demand healing, just gradual healing. But like, oh my god, that's good. But she doesn't get her burn back, right? It removes her status conditions, so she doesn't get her burn back. So you're gonna kind of want to play with that. Memories of Vendella. Oh, that's nice. Applies damage guard when the user uses Sinnoh Solidarity. Applies Yes, this is what we want. She said. Oh, that's so good. Yes. This is good. This is amazing. This is great. This is actually fantastic. Yes. You want that. This is what Samson Oak should have had, but of course, of course he wouldn't, right? That's good though. It applies Sinnoh Circle the first time the user enters battle. Okay, so this is only on the use of the move. This is just on it. Okay, so she just sets this on entry. That's great. So then she sets, so she's got great defenses, even more bulk from this. She can debuff accuracy and buff defensive stats and offenses and speed and evasion. Buff defenses consistently, apply some gradual healing. Spam move with water gun if you want to, but obviously you're probably gonna go for this most of the time. It's so good. I like this kit. I mean, I'm not saying like she's a meta OP broken support or something, but this seems like a really good supporter though so far. I like it. I love this. This is a great play. This is exactly how it should be. Take on next effect, apply damage guard. You use that right before the enemy uses an OP AoE move or like a sync move or something. Cynthia takes all of it. She cooks. All right, she cooks. Now, does she have better healing? I mean, her instant like full max revive here is really good, and gradual healing solid. But I want to see if she's got any more on-demand healing. So 1 out of 5, just clear-headed. Okay, 2 out of 5. Team hit me up 9. This is I don't think we've seen that passive in a while. Raises the following stats of all outsync pairs by 1 at random when the user is hit by an attack move. Okay, so 1 to 5 stats. That's pretty decent. Some gauge refresh. Circle HP recovery. That's good. That's good to have. Double tick healing. Gauge acceleration. Pretty good to have as well. And before like you can get some speed buffs out of this, right? So good gauge. Refreshing rain. Racing rain. If you run her in, okay. If you're gonna run her in rain, it's probably gonna. Her field. Okay. I like her being field EX. You can run her alongside Champion May without like much issue there, just by having this extra field set. That's going to be helpful for that team. I do wonder if she's got like any extra offensive enhancement though. But that means that's good to have Refreshing Rain and Racing Rain. This can give you a lot of good tick healing. I like it. And Quick Cure as well, and Gauge Refresh on Water Gun if you do need that. Sync Move team moves up next. Is it the first time? No, okay. Every time she uses her sync move, you get +1 physical and special moves on next. That's not like crazy enhancement, but it seems decent. Okay, burn hit, gauge up. Charging gauge by 2 and hitting when it's while the user's burned, so okay, you can only get +2 gauge. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's good gauge management though. That's really good. Man, she's got everything. Only thing she doesn't have is like crit buffs. Oh, and I forgot she does moves up next enhancement from this, and also just straight up support with this. I forgot. I just completely flew out of my mind. Like that, yeah, okay. They can't go without making a Cynthia really good, can they? Focus group 9 buffing crit. Okay, there's the crit buffs. Staggering 2 on water gun, 30% flinch chance. That's great for the gauntlet, and if you want to really be filled with RNG. Oh, also she's gonna be in the high score event, like a character you can use in the high score event, isn't she? Okay. Entry team evasion, vigilance. Sinnoh Circle extension, initial propulsion. Dude, can I have all of these tiles, please? Like, I love this. This unit's so well designed, actually. Like, Cynthia's lack of immediate healing in the form of, like, potions and stuff, I don't think is going to be a major issue for her, because she's got such good bulk naturally, like 444 defenses, I believe is what it was. I mean, you know, with the 1.5 times burn buff. You know, +4 defenses, or they can max out. Actually, no, you can. Oh, okay, that's one issue I do have with her. She doesn't have NPR or like sync burst or anything like that for her trainer move. That's something I'm not too big on. It's only +4 defenses, but you can kind of play around with that anyway. Plus, she can buff them this way. You know, this is also a great way. You know, you can debuff accuracy so the enemy can't hit you, assuming they, you know, can have their accuracy debuffed. Evasion buff so the enemy can't hit you. Buff your defenses to max here. Set the Sinnoh Circle, which is giving you at minimum what, a 10% damage, reduces damage. Yeah. 10% damage, like sync move and regular move damage. 2 instances of take all next and damage guard on top of that. So she can take sync moves, or she can take, you know, good high-powered AoE moves. She sets the Sinnoh Circle 3 times, if anything, right? It says extension on top of it in the grid. Very good gauge management with this ability here, on top of the ability to buff speed randomly. Also buffing speed this way if you like need that, you know, the extra chance. Lynching, crit buffs on top of, you know, the offensive buffs you can do here. Team evasion on entry if you want like a good starter round, I guess, of evasion buffs so you can get the RNG flowing, right? This character's gonna be god tier in the legendaries and arenas, that's for sure. The only thing I'm not massive on her is she only sets 1 set of rain, but that's just a very that's a nitpick, and that's only really gonna matter if you run her on rain sets, right? Which I think she'll be fine to not even have to be run on like rain teams or water type teams. Like you could run her, definitely run her as a support. You know, May will appreciate the extra, you know, defensive buffs here and stuff like that. I don't know if she'll be better than like what Signasuit Mina is a good option, I guess. But you know, you can get a lot of good general usage out of this character. I mean, if you want the character, at least she's gonna be good. She's gonna be good. Ah, man, okay. Is she better than... Okay, I just want to look at that, though. Like, is she better than, like, a lot of the top-tier, like, water supportive options? I mean, your only real competitors are going to be, like, Signasuit Chris and Signasuit Mina, right? Obviously, Mina's not water, but she's running all water setups. At the same time, though, water is so broken to the point where you can probably run a dual support setup of Cynthia, Signasuit, Mina, and Champion May, right? You can make a very good setup with that, especially with all the extra like rain sets to go around to help out with May's Field EX, EX Rain. Yeah, you can do a lot with this character. I think I like that when they build characters like this. They don't build them to like hyper specialize in something super crazy, but they do make them just good in a lot of different areas. Like her, this. I wouldn't say Cynthia is that crazy, but the fact that she has this 2 instances effectively of neutralize enemy damage is super good. If you can time it perfectly, it's super good. It's going to be super impactful on a lot of fights, to the point where you can consider this as like just better than Giovanni's, right? Like this is some of the best cases. Obviously Giovanni can do his, like, I believe, yeah, infinitely. Giovanni can do his effectively infinitely as long as he can heal off the damage. But Cynthia having the 2 uses where she doesn't take any damage at all. Giovanni takes the damage because he's got a crap load of HP, he can recover it back, right? Cynthia, she just doesn't even take the damage unless it's a sync damage, but even then it's like half. It's like basically halved because of the damage guard and her naturally good bulk and the fact that she can revive if she needs to. The thing with this revive though is that it doesn't. Let's see. Yeah, it removes all status conditions and fully restores HP just before the user faints. The first time each battle while affected by a status condition, so she loses her status condition. She loses her burn. which does suck. It's very unlikely you're going to be able to get that applied again, but at that point you could potentially rely upon accuracy debuffs, evasion debuffs, or, you know, that any extra uses of damage guard you may have left to actually keep her alive. And in terms of like HP recovery, without even having to worry about, you know, this heal here, she's got the gradual healing here. She's got tick healing every time the circle is up and every time rain is up. That's a lot of tick healing. She's going to be able to do good. And again, she can debuff accuracy and buff evasion and defenses here in order to like mitigate a lot of the damage and set the Sinnoh circle. Defensive circle. She looks good. I mean, especially if you're big into that RNG playstyle, she's going to be really, really good in the legendary arenas just because of all that bulk. Just straight up. She can do damage. She's got amazing bulk, you know, really good stuff. I would say she's going to be really solid in the high score event as well. Yeah, really good in the high score event. Definitely a good character to have. The one that's upcoming, if anyone cares to participate in that. Ultimate battles, I can see her being okay. I think she's going to be pretty solid as her own, like, as like the main support of a team. But I also think she's really good on any dual support setup, just because she's got amazing defensive utility for the entire team, to where you could have your other support focus on like immediate healing with like potions and stuff, and Cynthia will cover everything else pretty much. Or have your other support focus on like offensive enhancement, like moves up next buffs or something. Again, like just a decent example, her plus Signa Suit Mina on a team with like a central water damage dealer like Champion May. That team's gonna be so damn bulky. Her gimmick check's decent enough, I guess, too, with like accuracy debuffs that can be good for debuffing, but other than that, not too much. I guess like getting rid of Annabelle's Sun, you know, with her EX roll's pretty good, or like any weather related stage. Buffing random stats could be good for stages like to do a lot of debuffs, you know, that could be decent. She doesn't do any like status conditions or status changes though for the enemy, so there's a little bit of iffiness there. I do like her gauge management as well. Okay, overall, I do like this unit. This unit is looking really good and really fun, so that's my reaction for Summer Cynthia. We're obviously going to be going for her. She seems to be super fun to use, so we'll see. All right, appreciate y'all for tuning in this video. Next we'll be going over Summer Skyla. I'll see you later. I hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.